It takes a decade or even more for a tree of this nature to grow and reach maturity stage. However, this tree can be brought down with a chainsaw in less than an hour, and in most cases without replacement. Now, what happens when those trees are no longer there tomorrow? When a tree falls in the savannas of the north or the rainforest of the south, the temperature rises in our domain, villages, cities, and at the global level, the glaciers melt in the Arctic region. We are trading our oxygen for charcoal, firewood, furniture, for building purposes and urbanization. Many of us grew up seeing these practices and we feel normal, but the damage is obvious. For instance, desert sands in the north are fast advancing while deadly floods in the south are threatening. Rains become confused and our farms suffer. Deforestation is rewriting Nigeria's climate story and of course not in our favor. Today on Eco Frontline, we speak in simple terms, from the bush path to the farmlands, to show how cutting tree is driving climate change and what every community can do to protect the land that feeds us and the air that sustains us. I am Nolene Ebel Ame. Welcome to the program. Now, let's listen to the ordinary people in the hinterland on what they have to say on deforestation.
Last super year, I planned 18. And then this year, I never planned them, but I put them for long like this. So in the rainy season, I will plan them, but I get 20 now. But at the core wood, I know the infant. So I want to plant another one so that make it grow up. The one where I don't cut now. Before time reach, that one don't grow up.
Yes, have plants many because I have a reserve, one farm like that. I'm not cultivated. So when you go there, you see different trees there. So I plant them for all this economy use.
One, it gives us oxygen that we are inhalating. Secondly, it prevents erosion. Thirdly, it gives fruit to us. And even their flowers, bees used to suck it and make honey bees with, which is of our which is of our own use. I have planted a lot of trees, but I'm not residing here. Where I have been displaced, I planted a lot of trees there.
I've planted trees for like 25 to 30 years back. It is believed traditionally that there are hands that are good for tree planting. So my late dad, before he died, whenever he brings trees to the house for planting, he waits for me to plant such trees. And I've been planting trees for the past 25 to 30 years. You can see trees in my environment. I've planted trees, and most trees I plant, they do survive, and they produce good fruits for consumption.
Nigeria, Africa's most populous nation, once boasted lush rainforests and thriving ecosystems. Today, vast stretches of those forests are disappearing. Trees fall to the sound of chainsaws, and smoke from burning fields rises into the air. This growing destruction driven by deforestation and bush burning is fueling one of the greatest challenges of our time: climate change. Deforestation is the large-scale clearing of forested land, often for agriculture, timber, or urban expansion. In Nigeria, over 400,000 hectares of forests are lost every year, one of the highest rates in the world. Forests serve as natural carbon sinks, absorbing carbon dioxide and releasing oxygen. When they are cut down or burned, that stored carbon is released back into the atmosphere, increasing greenhouse gas concentrations and trapping more heat around the planet. When we destroy forests, we weaken one of nature's most effective defenses against global warming. The impact goes beyond local ecosystems. It affects rainfall, soil fertility, and the global climate system. Bush burning, the practice of setting fire to clear farmland or hunting grounds, is another major contributor to Nigeria's environmental crisis. Each year, thousands of hectares are burned, releasing vast amounts of carbon dioxide, methane, and soot into the atmosphere. Beyond its climate impact, bush burning depletes soil nutrients, reduces crop yields, and accelerates desertification, particularly in the northern regions of the country. The link between these practices and climate change is undeniable. Rising temperatures, prolonged dry seasons, and unpredictable rainfall patterns are now becoming the new normal across Nigeria. The impact of deforestation and bush burning goes far beyond the loss of trees. Rural communities suffer from poor harvests and food insecurity. Rivers and streams dry up as natural water cycles are disrupted. Wildfire loses its habitat, pushing many species toward extinction. In urban areas, the effects are equally severe. Intense heat waves, flash floods, and deteriorating air quality. If current trends continue, Nigeria could lose most of its remaining forests within a few decades. That would mean more extreme weather events and serious threats to livelihoods. The future, however, is not without hope. Across Nigeria, communities, government agencies, and environmental groups are working to restore degraded lands and promote sustainable practices. Reforestation, public education, and the enforcement of environmental laws can help reverse the damage. By protecting our forests today, we protect the climate, the land, and the generations yet unborn. Because when the trees fall silent, the planet cries out.
So what is forest? Forest is life. Forest is our natural defense against climate change. Why is forest so important? Forest gives us food. Forest serves as livelihood for forest-dependent communities. Forests provides habitat, 5-star hotel you may call it, for wildlife and other animals. Forests helps in regulating water cycle. Forests helps in controlling flooding, soil erosion. Forest also provides us with herbs for traditional medicine. Forests is a natural reservoir for carbon absorption. In simple terms, forests serve as a carbon sequester for the world. Now, Nigeria, as at the independence, still had at least 30% of the entire landmass covered with forests. As at today, based on recent data from the Nigerian Conservation Foundation, we have destroyed nearly 96% of our forests. So we have barely 4% of natural forests left in Nigeria. And where can you mention? Cross River State, some parts of Niger Delta, the mangrove forest. We still have some forests around Ondo states and small in Ogun State. Up north, our forests are nearly gone. We have the reserves. The rest is lost to what? Human activity. Now, there are many factors responsible for deforestation in Nigeria, and chief among them is logging. Logging is a big issue. Now, the question is, should we not use furniture in the houses? Should we not roof our houses and all? Yes, we should. We will use wood. The issue is we are cutting down our forest without replacement, and that is the big issue. We are losing our forests also to agriculture. Yes, we must eat, but the expansion into natural forests is destroying what is left of our forests in Nigeria, with huge impact on our lives and biodiversity. Yes, the population of Nigeria as at independence was around 60 million people. Today, we are over 230 million. So, there is large urbanization. For those who came into Abuja early in the 90s, will tell you that some parts of Abuja was covered with forest and tree covers. But as it is, you have lost all that to development. Yes, estates are springing up every now and then. They are good. Yes, we must have shelter. But all of these need to be done in a way that we protect our forests. That land use plan, that is very important. We are losing our forests due to forest fires every year. It is majorly unreported. People just set fires on the forest, and unfortunately, we don't even have that kind of control like fire service that will hardly would take care of the forest, not to talk of houses within the towns and cities. We are also losing our forests largely again due to energy for cooking. This is a big issue for us in Nigeria. Now, nearly every household you go to, there is firewood being used or charcoal production. And the massive rate of deforestation as a result of charcoal production across the country is huge. The question is, why is the forest so crucial for climate change? Now, our forests is home to biodiversity, which helps to regulate our ecosystem, giving us fresh air. If you go back to the basic primary school where we were taught, what do you breathe in? You say, oh, we breathe in oxygen. And what do you breathe out? Carbon dioxide. Who takes in the carbon dioxide? They are the trees. And what do they give us in return? Fresh oxygen. Now the question is, how many trees do you still have in your community? How many trees do you still have in your neighborhood? If you look at the rate of desertification up north, the rapid rate of deforestation, which is largely responsible for migration and some of the security issues we are facing today, it is also because of the deforestation activities up there. Our forests provides home for biodiversity. Like I said, I can't say this enough. When last did you see honeybees around you? They are found in the forest and forest areas. So when the forest is destroyed, they lose their habitat and they die. Our forests are our protectors. We must protect the forest. And for us to build resilience and combat climate change and its impact, we must protect what is left of our Nigerian forest. And to do this, we need massive afforestation. And massive afforestation is not just coming to plant a few trees and celebrate that we have planted. It takes a plan. And what is the plan? We must start with raising a nursery. And if we are planning to plant 5 million trees, we should have raised a nursery of 5 million trees now. And then we can be talking of 5 million trees later.
Very well spoken, Dr. Michael Terungwa David. Trees, forests are crucial for our survival and the balance in the ecosystem. This is certainly a clarion call for every home to plant trees to combat deforestation and restore our ecosystem to its original habitat. Now, let's turn our focus on the alternative to firewood and timber. A giant grass called bamboo is not just a plant, it is a promise of sustainability, prosperity, and a future where development and nature grow together. At this point, we shall link up with Zigwai Fanda, a convener of Climate Change and Circular Economy Africa. She is also the CEO of Lady Bamboo Limited. She's a young entrepreneur who has embraced bamboo not just as a business, but as a tool for sustainability and community impact. Zugwai,
yes, ma'am.
Welcome to Eco Frontline.
Thank you
and
for having me.
Thank you so much for allowing us into your space.
That's fine.
Now, from your experience, how does bamboo cultivation support a sustainable ecosystem compared to traditional timber harvesting?
So for me, like I was first of all given a brief introduction about bamboo. So bamboo is a grass species, and it takes bamboo 3 to 5 years to grow to maturity. And you know, bamboo have a very good tensile strength compared even to the iron rod that we think is stronger, you know. And in time of growth, like I said, it takes 3 to 5, 7 years to grow to maturity and all of those. So meaning that in time of the forest conservation or bringing it back where it has been lost, which is deforestation, where we've lost trees, yeah. If we want to bring it back, like bring back forestation, but bamboo is the best idea because it solves a lot of problems. And also, bamboo, if you want to look at soil in terms of soil conservation and preserving the vital topsoil, bamboo is also good at it because of how firm it has. An intensive root system that help hold grass the soil system, meaning that it prevents soil erosion as well. So you could see that it solves a lot of problems, you know. So yeah, compared to wood, I would say that bamboo is very, very good, and I think much better because it solves a lot of problems, and at the same time again give a lot of solution kind of.
All right, now beyond profit, what environmental benefits have you observed in communities where bamboo is cultivated and processed?
Yeah, so I would say that bamboo is the best solution to eliminate or minimize the effect of climate change or global warming. We all know that the cause of global warming is the emission of green gases like carbon dioxide, right? So what bamboo does is, when you're planting bamboo, it solves a lot of problems around climate change, the soil, deforestation and all that. So you having that around you, it helps, first of all, it helps solve or tame the effect of climate change because it traps the greenhouse gases. That's number one. Number two, in that environment, like I mentioned earlier, it solves the problem of deforestation, of soil erosion, and then at the same time again, even when those people in that community, like for instance in Nigeria, we have bamboo mostly in Auchi area. That's from my experience, or generally in the riverine area. And these people over time, I remember when I started this job in 2015, we used to have like bigger bamboo, stronger, because people just started it. But over time, as people are using it, obviously, since there's no replacement, the quantity is reducing. Now, to bring that, to tame that effect or that problem that we already have envisioned, we need to start planting bamboo. That's number one. Number two, like you were talking about the society, the effects, and then I think job, yeah, So to me, the processing of bamboo can be in different places.
Wow, interesting. Now, how does bamboo contribute to climate action, particularly in terms of carbon absorption, soil protection, and land restoration?
So I would say that if United Nations can recommend to India to plant bamboo to solve the problem of deforestation, it means that it's a global solution that has been tested and trusted. So I would suggest that for the Nigerian government, one of the major solutions to solve the problem of deforestation is to use bamboo. Let's begin to explore the kind of bamboo that was fitting into the Nigerian soil. And let's use that. Within 3 to 5 years, we are solving that problem of deforestation, and at the same time solving the problem of global warming, because like I said, it traps carbon dioxide with about 40% more than the normal trees. So we solve that problem of deforestation while solving a lot of problems around it. So yeah, so I think they should create awareness. Let it be known in the constitution that yes, bamboo is now a commercial trading product item and all. And I think that's the first step.
All right, what role can bamboo entrepreneurs play in building a circular green economy that balances livelihoods with environmental conservation in Nigeria?
For instance, in the construction industry, or for bamboo decking. From there, I'll bring it and make furniture. From there, I'll convert it to make bamboo cup. From there, I can convert it to bamboo briquettes. From that bamboo briquette, it become a charcoal, ashes, and then we turn it on the ground. And from that ground, it become manure. So that's a full cycle. And that's why we call circular economy. Circular economy is something that you use, reuse, and from this product it serves as a raw material to the next product and all that. So meaning that there's no waste to it. So bamboo is a full circular economy grass.
So what do you have to tell Nigerians at this point?
Yeah, so I would say that the effect of global warming, at the moment, nobody can deny it. For instance, during Harmattan, it's always cold. I remember when we were growing up, it would be very, very cold till around February, But now, even during the Christmas, I was wondering, where has the cold gone to? So that's the effect of global warming, And also, I'll say that the Nigerian government have to sign all these things into constitution. Into constitution act or whatever it is, but they should sign it into law, because bamboo is well recognized globally by United Nations and any other organization that is serious on solving the problem of climate change. It's one of the major solutions. So yeah, the Nigerian government have been going around talking about climate change funding and all that. I think it's high time to bring bamboo at the center of it. First, to solve the problem of deforestation, while at the same time solving the effects of climate change. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Zugwai, for opening our eyes to what bamboo can offer to us in this part of the world. God bless you.
Amen. Thank you so much.
Next on Eco Frontline is the Global Spotlight. Let's watch. right, that was our global eco spotlight there, and we have spent the last half hour looking at the scars we have carved into the earth. We have seen the empty spaces where giants used to stand and felt the rising heat that follows their fall. It is easy to say, I am just one person, I didn't hold the chainsaw. But the climate doesn't care who held the blade. It only reacts to the void we leave behind. Every tree we save is a breath of air for a child born tomorrow. Every forest we protect is a shield against the floods and droughts that threaten to redefine our lives. Nigeria's Green Wall is not just a project on a government map. It has to be a commitment in our hearts. It's time to stop the fire. It's time to stop cutting down trees. It's time to grow the future. Thank you for standing on the front line with us. I am Nolin Ebel Ame. Let's keep it green and see you next week.